Fuck, whoa, we were playing some Modern Warfare Remastered again. I honestly fuck with the G36 so much, dude. Literally, the gun just is a laser. This was never really one of the ones that was talked about too much. I honestly think it's like really underrated, so... If you guys ever still play some Modern Warfare Remastered, check out the G36. Literally a fucking beast. We are now less than a week away from getting the full reveal of Modern Warfare multiplayer. Or I think it's like less than a week. Fuck, what day is it today? Yeah, like about a week. Nope, okay, just join the game right away. It's halftime already. Anyways, this event is huge. It's gonna determine for so many people if they're actually going to buy the game or not. Like, I hope Infinity Ward knows how perfect this has to be. Because, you know, the first reveal was a little iffy. People weren't really too happy with it. A lot of people were actually upset with how it was handled and what they actually did decide to show. But, you know, you also have these people giving them a pass because, you know, this isn't like the traditional multiplayer. It's just a little taste. Or for something like the graphics, you know, they would say, oh, the stream was capped at 900 frames, so, you know, I'll give them a break. The graphics aren't all that bad. Or stuff like the pace of the gameplay, you know, everyone was saying it's too slow, but then people are like, oh, you know, it's just one of the more tactical based game modes, so it's bound to be slow. So people were all giving them a pass and everything, which is obviously was understandable. I'm not trying to say they shouldn't have gotten a pass, but with all these people, you know, giving them this chance, you know, being like, oh, you know, obviously this wasn't the best way to reveal, but I'm sure it'll be better once they do the full reveal. This is literally it. Like, there are no second chances anymore. Quite frankly, I'm pretty confident that we're gonna get a sick ass reveal. I mean, if you guys saw the teaser on Twitter the other day, just the gun customization looks freaking crazy. Okay, can I please spawn? I can't even spawn. Jesus. You know what? As much as I complain about the spawns, I will say one thing. And this kind of goes for all Call of Duty games. The game could be super fun if you're the one actually on the giving end. If you're the one that's got the other team in a spawn trap. You're calling all your streaks in and everything. You know, it's great. It's a freaking awesome time. But if you're the one on the receiving end getting just absolutely dicked, then you're having the worst time of your life. Like, it sucks. That's basically what this game has devolved into, is just us stuck in the spawn here. Regardless though, I'm pretty confident that Infinity Ward is gonna do a great reveal. Like I said, you know, the gunsmith or the gun bench or whatever it's called this time around, just from this 30-second teaser we got of it, it seems like the game is incredibly customizable and it's gonna be much more unique in terms of like gunplay, because you're gonna have so many different options. Like, it looks like those leaks about guns being able to be turned into SMGs from assault rifles and stuff like that are true. That's like really fucking cool. There's just so much uniqueness. The one thing I'm really hoping though that is true, that is actually like a part of the game, because if it's not, then a lot of this stuff's gonna be useless, is that there isn't just one specific like crazily overpowered thing that everyone's using. Kind of like in Black Ops 4, everyone's using the ICR, the Vapor, Maddox. Like there's those guns that no one ever used, but in the older Call of Duty games, such as like Modern Warfare 2 or something like that, there was like literally a purpose just for every playstyle, every gun. You know, obviously you had guns that were still better than obviously you still had guns that were better than others, but there was never anything that you couldn't really use just because it was like that bad. Okay, maybe the fall from Modern Warfare 2, it's the one exception, but for the most part you could basically do whatever you wanted and be able to do well in the game. So if there's going to be this incredibly crazily amount of customization, and just based on that I'm assuming a ton of different playstyles, then I'm really hoping that they kind of add a lot of depth in the game so you can be able to successfully kind of play with every kind of playstyle, or at least a lot of them. That's something Call of Duty hasn't really been able to get right for the longest time now. I would say really that maybe Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2 were the last games to kind of do it okay. Modern Warfare 2 I think was probably the best at it, but overall I don't know, I just feel really confident in this game. I know now I'm just thinking of the meme from Avengers Endgame where it's Hawkeye and he's like, no, don't give me hope, don't do that. Because, you know, it's still the Call of Duty series we're talking about. It's still the same old Activision. I'm sure there's some way they're gonna figure out how to destroy the game. I mean, look what's been happening the last few years. Look at Black Ops 4. Now, to me, I don't think this game could be bad. A lot of people are hyping it up to be the best Call of Duty ever, which, you know, it could be, and that'd be awesome. But I don't think this game is gonna be like ever labeled as bad. I don't think this game is gonna be kind of conceived the same way as like Ghost or Infinite Warfare was. The worst kind of label I could see this game getting is kind of like a Black Ops 3, where you had a lot of people pissed with it, but also a lot of people that still like it and still play it. You know, even 4 years after its release, Black Ops 3 is actually pretty populated still. But, you know, I'm really hoping it's the greatest Call of Duty ever. Currently for me, I'd probably say, damn, it's tough, but but I have to say either Modern Warfare 2 or Black Ops 1. And if I had to choose between those, I think I might have to just give Modern Warfare 2 the tiniest edge. Both games were literally incredible. If I had to choose one of those games to play forever, I'd probably just have to pick Modern Warfare 2. It's tough, man, because I'd be fine with playing either of those games for the rest of my time on this planet, but Modern Warfare 2 just a tiny bit more. But who knows, maybe this Modern Warfare reboot will take the place of Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 1. I mean, I hope it does. I really do. Like, I get it. There's tons of hate, for Call of Duty games. And I'm not saying that isn't justified. And I'm not saying, this is everybody who hates on the game, because there are just people that blatantly will hate on Call of Duty no matter what. That's just how it is. And, there's plenty of games that have the same problem. Well, I mean, not really a problem, but, there's always the group of people that will hate like a game series no matter what. But a lot of people that do actually, hate Call of Duty, they don't want it to be bad. Like, they don't want to have a reason to hate on it. They love for the game to be great. I mean, damn, I've been hating on Black Ops 4, Black Ops 3, all these new games forever now, and doesn't mean that I would not want, Call of Duty to ever be good again. One thing that I do know, or at least I'm almost positive is true in this game, is the kill streaks that have been leaked. That Chinese leaker Victor, he leaked like a lot of the kill streaks. I'm not gonna say all of them because I don't think it was all of them, but it was like a majority, or it might have been all of them. I don't honestly know, but we're getting stuff back like the AC-130, chopper gunner, precision airstrike, the tactical nuke. I'm so excited that the tactical nuke is coming back. He did say that it's not finalized if it's going to be game ending. I obviously hope it is. I just love the dynamic the tactical nuke added. It was basically like a side objective that if someone was obviously on track to get a tactical nuke, you kind of had to like stop what you were doing and go out of your way to... Really? What a loser, bro. He's just camping in the doorway. I know there's like no possible way to get rid of campers in any game, but God, it is the most annoying thing I think in all of Call of Duty or even all of FPS in general. The other kill streaks I saw though, a lot of them are pretty like predictable on what they are. One thing I thought was actually interesting is that there's now a personal UAV. So, obviously that sounds exactly like what a personal UAV would be. It's basically just a UAV that only works for you. There is also obviously the traditional UAV, but it is actually a lot higher up on the tier list. So I don't know, I thought that was interesting. I think a UAV this year is going to be like really freaking essential, just considering how tactical and like intel based I think this game will be. You can't just be crazy, run around and be like an absolute madman. Look at this douchebag up here, he's dead, bro. Really? There's two of them up there, I couldn't get one. Nothing feels better than just blasting someone in the face with a deagle. But yeah, the AC-130's back. I really hope we get some great voice acting. Actually, before I said that, I really hope we get multiple factions in the game to begin with. I'm a little worried because it's going to be kind of hard to make that work if, you have all these cosmetics. You have to, like, what are you going to do? Limit them per faction, or just have, like, a system similar to Battlefield 5 where, you customize your outfit for each side? Like, I don't really know how that's going to work, but I honestly would be totally fine without cosmetics. I'd be happy if we just saw like faction specific, people and everything. I don't know. I always liked having multiple factions. It just added so much character to the game. I don't think anything will ever beat the Modern Warfare 2 voice actors. Those were definitely the best factions. I mean, you're just chilling, playing a Spence Naz, and all of a sudden you just hear
enemy AC-130 above. Enemy AC-130 above. Enemy AC-130 above.
Like, it was great. It just added so much intensity to the game. I loved it. I really did. So hopefully that comes back. I don't know. It might not. It's not the end of the world if it doesn't. But it'd be cool to see that back. I mean, obviously we haven't necessarily seen the full multiplayer yet, but so far, kill streaks look great. Settings obviously great, modern and everything. We don't have all the guns yet, but the ones we have seen and that have supposedly been leaked are great. But I don't know. It looks like it's shaping up to be a pretty damn good year. Like I said though earlier, this August 1st reveal cannot be messed up. It has to go perfect, or at least very good. Because a lot of people are basing their pre-order, their purchase off of this reveal. But just judging on how Infinity Ward has listened so far with a little snippet of like, I think it was like what, 6 minutes or something of raw gunfight gameplay, I'm pretty confident, if they're listening this well. Really the only thing that I'm actually worried about for this game basically is the microtransactions. It's basically a given at this point that they're gonna be in the game in some capacity. Hopefully not, too crazy, too too bad like Black Ops 4, Black Ops 3, but they're gonna be there, so the best we can do is just pray that they're not pay to win or any crap like that. Honestly, I hate this map. This map sucks. The Modern Warfare series has always had, you know, great maps, but Block is not one of them. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed, please hit that like button, and yeah, it's been great, guys. Peace.